Hello and welcome to Needing a Meeting. My name is Carol and I will be your host today. How's everybody doing? Hi, Henny. Well, we're getting snow tonight. 2 days ago, we had 80-degree weather. My husband got his first tick bite of the year, working on fence back there. And then we had a freeze last night down in the 20s. And now we've got snow coming tonight. It's only supposed to snow for an hour or two, and it's going to stay in the 30s temperature-wise. But yeah, that's Arkansas for you. That's the weather in Arkansas. Cannot make up its mind what it wants to be when it grows up. So yeah, anyway. Carol, snow tonight. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like I said, it's only supposed to snow for about 2-3 hours, and it's supposed to stay in the 30s. I imagine by the time I wake up, it'll be melted. Of course, I've been wrong before, as have the weather forecasts. So, we could have a full-on blanket by the morning. Who knows? So how are you, Henny? Is it just me and you today? I'm feeling okay. I've been doing somatic exercises, and it's really just a thing of just motion, and you're kind of twisting your body. It's not stretching per se. It's more like fluid movements and your breathing. Hey, Cosmic Christy, how are you? And I do it every other day now, and I think it's helping. I don't have to try to find a park to go out and walk in. It's not yoga per se, but it's not yoga. It's kind of its own thing, like maybe a combination of like yoga, Pilates, tea, that aging backwards that is on the public television, that kind of thing. Probably more like the aging backwards type thing. And I've also been doing exercises for the vagus nerve, and to see if I can help my body kind of shed the effects of trauma. There are some who believe that those effects never go away, but surely they can be eased. And a lot of it has to do with like, eye movements in a, like, and like today I did this thing where I was massaging my ears as well as doing the eye movement things. And so, yeah, my friend does exercises for the vagus nerve. Does she feel like it helps her? And does she do them? Hey, how are you?
I'm doing all right. I'm trying coming in through the other way this time instead of through Restream, see if that helps with my freezing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we'll see. Yeah. We'll see how that goes.
Right on. Good. Okay. Yeah. It kind of makes sense because my phone has overheated trying to use Restream.
Yeah. So we'll try this way. We'll see what happens.
Right on.
If it does the same thing, then I'll just come in through Restream again tomorrow.
Okay. Sounds good. So yeah, I was talking about the somatic exercises I've been doing and the vagus nerve exercises for trauma.
Oh, the vagus nerve ones. What's that one?
Well, so far what I've done is like eye movements. Like, one of them is where you kind of lean your head over and you take your eyes to the ceiling as far as they can go and hold for about 30 seconds and then do it the other way. And then today I did one where I was lying flat on my back and looked as far as I could and held it you can hold it for 30 seconds or more. And then you pay attention to whether or not your breathing becomes a little easier. Sometimes you might let out a sigh or, and that's kind of an indication that that the vagus nerve is getting signals.
Okay.
And that may not be the only place that, trauma is the roadmap is for trauma, but it's there's a perceived connection. I don't know how scientific it is,
Yes. Yeah.
but
But it's worth
as
a
far as
try.
it's exactly. What's it going to hurt me to do my eyes like this? Nothing.
Right. Right. So
Nothing.
it's definitely worth a try, in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah. And then I've also been doing the somatic exercises like every other day,
Good.
where it's movement with breathing and
Yes. Yes. Henny, today's been okay. I talked to housing today, and it looks like I have been moved right up the list. So my application went in last week. No, the week before, and we had already set an appointment for today when I put in my application. So we're looking at mid-March to beginning of April. So I'll still keep looking in the meantime, but I still have to wait for financial aid and that kind of stuff. So it's kind of good that it's not tomorrow or next week. You know what I mean?
Right on.
Yeah. So that was some good news today. That was some good news because I thought that it was going to be even longer. I was told that there's 208 people on the wait list.
Ooh.
Yeah. So it's I'm lucky enough that I've been moved up because of my situation.
Okay.
So that kind of that knocks me right.
And all that. Okay.
Child, and because of where I am right now, because I'm in a conjugal violence shelter.
Okay.
I get moved to the top of the list.
Ooh.
Yes. Yeah. So again, it's another one of those situations where it's like, you know what, where I am is the best place for me right now, because that means that I get bumped to the top of the list here, and getting all of the support I can possibly ask for. I just need to go ask for it. That's it.
Kim Milan, I carry my trauma in my trapezius muscles. They lock up and pull right up to my ears. Ouch. Yeah. That sounds painful. That sounds very, very painful. Locking
That's
up.
where I hold a lot of stress and a lot of trauma too, is right up in the top here.
Yeah. My trapezius muscles are never not hard.
Yes. Yes.
Ever. Even when I'm super relaxed, there's no like certain muscles you can push in and there's some give there, not these puppies. Yeah. And like around my ears used to be really, really, really tense.
Okay.
Especially like
I know
the ears, and used to be really tight.
Yeah, for me, it's always my neck and the top of my shoulders. Can never. Hi,
Andrew says, he says, great news. That's good. It is good news.
It is good news.
That is, I'll be so glad when you can have Wee Man more.
Wee Man more, and I'm really starting to need my own space.
Yeah.
It's getting to that point where I'm like, do I have to hear other people's kids all the time?
Yeah. Yeah.
Even when you're in a house, you'll hear other people's kids.
Oh yeah, but like it won't be like directly across the hallway and like 6:30 in the morning, like scream fest and smashing things, So
You'd hope not.
That's true. That's true.
That's what my neighbor does, and they're only a meter away. So.
Oh. Yeah.
Okay,
noise canceling headphones for bedtime.
Yeah.
How are you doing, Cosmic?
Yeah.
I'm good.
Good.
My house is spotless, except my desk.
Yes. Okay, right. Yeah. That's okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So I've got freedom.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Although I am getting the text of that he and me are never leaving my life. I'm never getting rid of them. And I'm just like, that's a bit ominous.
Well, there's such a thing on a phone called block. Hello.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, that's what I said, because he wants to bring me around this weekend and I can't say goodbye because that's what it will be. It will be a goodbye. She's got netball, her first game of netball.
Okay.
On Saturday. I promised I'd be there, so I might go for that, just to,
Okay.
be there, because I said I would
Yeah.
go, and I do what I stick to what I say.
Yeah.
And she needs at least one person who does that. So, and I
Mhm.
won't make any more promises after that. So,
No.
yeah. He did sleep in his car for a couple of days, and I was getting texts about that, and that was pretty shit. But
That's
I
not
still
something
didn't
you
pay.
should have had to deal with. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah. Well.
Yeah, meeting him in
normally,
a neutral territory, like Kim says. Do
Yes.
not let him back in the house. Yeah. Yeah.
he's got
That
a few
could be
more
bad.
things. He's got some things he has to get, but he's got everything. That room is clear of his stuff now.
Good.
So, yeah. So it wasn't easy. It was a bit difficult.
Sure.
Yeah. I couldn't just tell him to leave. So I just harassed him until he wanted to leave.
It worked.
Nothing like a little passive aggression. Yeah.
Hey, nothing passive about it. There was nothing passive about it. Yeah. So, yeah, because he thinks that it was because he went out that weekend, like because he went out. I didn't care. What I cared about was the fact that I had my inspection, and
Yeah.
he didn't care. That was the thing,
Yeah.
Here it was. I had to keep this house in order, and it took 3 of us to do it in one day, and it wasn't even my stuff. Like we had to there were marks on his walls. There was like grease marks or something on his walls, and and then I sent him a photo of his room, and he goes, "Oh, you'll be happy to have your space back." And I said, no, I'm just showing you how you were meant to leave it, because that's how you found it. So he goes, "Oh yeah, I'm getting better." And I said, "Yeah, but what did it take for you to get better? Think of who you stepped on."
Yeah. Yeah.
So he just doesn't think of it that way. He thinks we're still friends. We're not friends.
Yeah. No.
So yeah, it's I don't know how, like, I think breaking up with a friend seems to be more difficult than breaking up with a partner, because you can't just say, "I don't love you anymore. That's it. It's over," because it was never that in the first place.
Yeah.
It was just, the way that I like to, I don't like to lose friends. So I actually this hasn't happened to me before. I've never had to do this.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, with a friend. I gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, with partners, it's easy. F off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty clear. So, and I don't know how many times I can say it to him without it being even more clear.
Right.
So,
well, Kim says that she could travel and hang out to remind him just how much he does not want to ever contact you again if you want.
Perfect.
Come on, then. Come on over. Got a spare room.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but yeah, everything feels good now. It feels like I'm on a better path. My house is clean. So.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You don't have to fight for it to be clean either. He's just that way now.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it just showed me that my son is not sure, his room was disgusting. But that's his space, but when he's in the communal space, my son is a good, he does, sure, he doesn't wipe the crumbs off the bench. Fine. But at least he puts the stuff in the dishwasher, or he does stuff around the house.
Right on.
So yeah. So, and I've noticed, you can tell because the house is still tidy. It's been 4 days. Oh, hang on, it's Monday too. Oh, it's autumn here now too, by the way. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So it's been 5 days that he's not been here.
Right on.
Well, including the weekend, and house is still tidy. So it wasn't me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we all know who it was. So yeah.
Question: when is your fall equinox?
I think it's the same time as your spring. It's the
Spring
same day.
equinox. Okay.
Okay.
It's just
Okay.
yeah. So when you're having your longest day of the year, we're having our shortest.
Okay. Wow.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So we're longest day. Yeah, and it's amazing because it's just woke up this morning and it feels like it's autumn already or fall. So I don't like calling it fall because I'll just fall over more. I'll be like, just not nominative determinism. It would be for that 3 months. Hi, Sammy, Randy. So, but yeah. But other than that, that's my stuff.
What does that mean? Nominative determinism? What does that
Nominative
mean?
determinism. So just say someone's called, I know, Colin Baker, and they end up being a baker. That's nominative determinism. It shows that they're following on with their name rather than their name following on with them.
Okay. Okay.
So, like, I don't know, someone, I can't think of anything else.
Baker's the easiest one.
Yeah, exactly. Candlestick maker. Butcher, baker, candlestick maker. So that's all I can think of. That's all that matters.
Yes.
Autumn. Yeah.
Hey, Jen, how are you?
Hi, Jen.
How's everybody?
Good. We can barely hear you, but we can sort of hear you.
Because I didn't remember to pull my microphone over. Oh, I sound like Anna Gasteyer in those SNL skits.
So how are you though?
I'm I'm really nauseated because
Really?
I'm angry.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm angry because I'm starting to realize that there's going to be no resolution to this for me. So, yeah.
Did you get more information today?
I have gotten more information that there's no more information.
Oh,
So they can beat you and rob you in a public place and nothing can be done about it. Really?
Yeah,
with cameras.
well, they can't if they can't identify them, how are they supposed to?
You can identify. Have you seen them before? Are they people that you'd seen before?
The one guy looked somewhat familiar, so I'm waiting for the detectives to allow me to see the CCTV.
Okay.
I'm dealing with the city manager right now, and I don't know if I'm going to end up needing to have an attorney for all of this jazz. And if I do, I need a free one because I can't.
I had a really good legal aid attorney representing me for my protection order against my brother.
Yeah.
He was fantastic, and it was legal aid. It was great.
Okay.
So they do exist.
I will look into that tomorrow. I've kind of Thomas has
Different system, but my legal aid lawyer over here is great too. I could ask for because I guess they were, you're not paying them, so they are doing what they can. Generally, good ones.
I'm sorry that Thomas likes to show his butt to the ladies.
Need one of those butt jewels. They got the kitty butt jewel.
Why don't you show them your face? You don't want to see the other end.
Just the top of my head, my butt.
He's going to do it again. Thomas.
He's a good kitty.
He loves to get kisses.
Yeah.
It makes me want a cat. Although I can't be allowed.
You can have him. He's been waking me up like every 2 hours the last few nights. At least I think it's him.
Oh, no.
It could be my fear, manifesting in my anger, manifesting in my dreams.
Yeah.
But he tends to be right there when I wake up. So it's either he did it.
Animals sense these sort of things, so
Oh
that's
yeah.
why it's called animals. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So
The
he
other
might be
one,
waking you up when he feels you're distressed.
yeah. I mean, my other one, she's right here. They're both been right by me, the whole time. I have to pick my niece up from dance tonight, so that means that I'll be putting makeup on my face and hoping that like, she's 15 years old, but and I'm not trying to, you know, um, shield her from the world. I just
Right.
we're very close, and it would
It
be
is a bit
really.
confronting.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
It is, especially when it's right in your face, and you know, we
Yeah.
have enough going on with my mom right now. I don't really think that she needs to. I haven't been, I haven't been on socials about it because I I just don't know who in this town is friends with me on Facebook, and I don't know who would get messages to these people that did this if I'm like they didn't get to, like if I said anything,
Okay.
get to me or whatever, then I don't even know what the next step
How did
is.
how did they find out, or how did they, if they don't have access to you social media wise, how do they know that that you are openly standing up for LGBTQ?
Well, I mean, aside from my several appearances at city council meetings where I did
Okay.
speak during public comments, being a part of rallies, being one of the people that put the somebody made an alternate um, city of Hamtramck flag, but it was the all inclusive with the pink and white and blue that diagonal strips and the circle, but where the circle is the city seal of Hamtramck, which is hilarious. So I'm one of the people that put it on my window at the front
Okay.
of my apartment, and I live next door to a masjid, which for anybody who hasn't been here when I discussed it before, a masjid is like a neighborhood mosque. They call them satellites. So it's easier to go to their satellite masjid than it is, even though it's a 2 square mile town, it's not that hard to just go to the mosque, but whatever. There's a lot of churches here too, so
Well,
you know.
they pray 5 times a day, don't they?
They pray 7 times a day, but
Yeah.
legally,
So I mean that makes a satellite
here,
makes sense.
yeah, legally, yeah, it's easier. It's easier to get to from home. People can just walk. Hi. People can walk. A lot of the men walk. And then some of them drive, which is always a scary. Not always, but a lot of times a scary concept because we have a lot of new drivers and they're not very good at the driving. New drivers.
Okay, now Kim Milan says, would you like the phone number for the Attorney General for the state of Michigan? They advertise they want to talk to people who have had hate crimes committed against them. That's a hate crime if I ever heard of one.
If that's Dana Nessel, I already have her information from our pro LGBT rally in July, so it might not be a bad idea to call her office because she has been fighting against the city government since it started in June. She does identify as a member of the LGBTQ community herself, and I'm actually really proud to say that the state of Michigan is run by all women. It doesn't. You notice I didn't say anything about anybody's political party because I don't do that. But yeah, that's actually Kim. That's a really, really good idea, and it definitely constitutes a hate crime. I have enough evidence that they should be able to compile a case good enough to show that this is a group of people who have, over the last however many months, because don't make me math, have been harassing and threatening and actively doing things like the hammering the nails in my tires and throwing garbage in my yard, over the fence or in front of the door, playing the doing or not playing because they actually they do it live, but doing the call to prayer on a higher volume because I mentioned that they did it after the 10 p.m. curfew. This has been ongoing.
Wow.
So if you
Wow.
speak anything out against, these people, there is a small faction of people, and I want to make it really clear. It's a small faction. This is a serious topic, my love.
Yeah. Kim says yes, it's standing nestle.
Not a. He can feel my feelings. Oh, Thomas.
You want me to go away? I'm back.
This is not a cultural. This isn't a cultural thing for me. It's not a religious thing for me. This is personal between me and a group of men.
It doesn't get any more personal than a fist to the face and a kick to the ribs.
No,
it doesn't get any more personal than that. That's very personal.
There's only one thing more personal than that, and
Yeah.
I would probably be calling you from a county jail if that had happened.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Goodness. And you said it all started in June, right?
Yeah.
So I masked for you. That's 8 months.
Thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you mapping for me. And it's been just over 8 months because it was, I believe it was the 13th of June that they had the city council meeting where they did the ordinance to ban the. Wait, what? I linked the webpage for hate crimes and domestic. Oh, okay. That is not what I thought that said. I thought it said I linked the webpage for hate Chinese and domestic. My left eye is a little messed up still. So
Okay.
Thank you, Mary.
Yeah.
Mary sent me a really cool thing about a town in Ohio that's throwing an eclipse party, and I don't know if anybody was in the path of inclusion. Okay, Thomas. I don't know if the path of totality in 2017, but I lived in Nashville, and it was one of the coolest and weirdest and creepiest things I've ever been through, and I want to do it again because I thought I'd never get a chance to do it again, and I'm in a much better state of mind now than I was in 2017.
Hey, Misha.
Hey, Misha.
Hi, Misha.
Yeah, we went to a place where we could see the whole in Missouri, where we could see the totality of the eclipse. It was very cool.
I watched it from the pool at my apartment complex because
That's
it
amazing.
just went completely over and
Wow.
and it was fun. It was so much fun. But then so Carol, the part when like it gets to the point where it's like dusky, and then the birds stop, and then the next thing crickets start, and you're like, but there's like a moment in time where everything looks like a dream sequence in a horror movie.
Yeah.
There's like a little bit of time right there before it starts to go dark, where you're like, all right, are the zombies coming?
Yeah.
And I think that's fun. Yeah. I mean, how often do we get to experience full lunar eclipses? And there's not going to be another one now for 100 years. I'm going, and it's only next month. So, Pennsylvania will too. Where at in Pennsylvania, Todd? I like Pennsylvania. I know. Mary Jones's plays
jealous.
Ohio. Well, come over. You got a few weeks to work on it, Cosmic. What's up?
My husband from high school invited us to see it at his place because he's in the path.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Do it.
We did it in 2017, and I've never regretted it.
Mary's here. It's also the home of the Shawshank Redemption. That's where they did the Shawshank Redemption.
Okay.
So I just want to go there, and I want to go in the field by the tree, and I just want to scream, Shawshank! That was really stupid, and it hurt a lot.
Oh.
I just want to have fun.
Yes.
Southeastern PA, Douglasville. So is that in the path to Matrix?
Southeastern. Oh yeah. Okay. Oh, southeastern, not northeastern. Northeastern is Philly. So southeastern Pennsylvania, it's gonna be closer to Pittsburgh, I guess. Oh, thank you, honey.
Yeah.
You want him? My other one's perfect. See,
Nice.
this is
We
when
get our next solar.
this is when you can tell I've been everywhere, because if someone says, "Oh, southeastern, blah blah blah," and I'm like, "Oh, okay, I know where that is." As long as it's in the U.S. or Canada, I know it.
Yeah, we don't have
Okay.
our next solar eclipse until the was it 2028
Oh,
July.
Well, I'm
Wow.
not waiting.
Yeah.
I'm not waiting 4 years to come to Australia.
Mhm.
No.
I'm so glad
No.
there's live. NASA has live stuff, so I can watch it anyway.
Yeah,
Doesn't
that's
matter where I
fine,
am.
but NASA can't help me feel what it feels like to be in the land of no time zones, as my friends called it, because everything is backwards, and I like it. Not too far from Stonersville. I'm very familiar with Stonersville.
is that the
It should
real
turn me
name of the
upside
town, or
down.
is that what it's called?
It's
Is that the real
probably it's probably a real town. I just happen to have been in this situation for the last few days because it's the only thing that makes me not hurt that isn't narcotic. So, you know,
Yeah.
I'm tempting you, honey. I
It's a real name.
yes, it's funny.
Perfect.
I had teachers in middle school that they had gotten married, but they were Mr. and Mrs. Stoner.
Feel better soon, Mary.
Yes, feel better.
Yeah.
I know I'm doing that.
Go
Just
have a
kidding.
nap, Mary. Feel better.
I still have my pictures from 2017 somewhere. I do have a few of them on Instagram.
I have
Mhm.
some now. You know, I have to go look for them.
Yeah.
I was with a leech of a human being, like a human leech.
Oh.
Like I had
Oh.
it took a lot to scrape her off. But I just figure she was my karma for all the people that I inadvertently took advantage of when I was younger, and didn't mean to be taking advantage of people but couldn't take care of myself. So
Yeah.
I
Were
just
you a minor?
Hmm?
Were you a minor when you were doing that?
I mean, yes, but it continued on into adulthood. I didn't know. Really didn't know how to
How
take care
could
of
you have
myself or
known?
do the job. I didn't know that. I didn't know that the reason why I was broken until last year, though. So I
Okay.
just thought that what everything my family said and everything that the people at the programs said about me was true. That I was just a
Yeah.
screw up, right? But
Right.
I've learned in the last 13 months that I'm actually pretty spectacular unicorn.
Yeah.
You
My
are.
my therapist calls me a unicorn.
I know.
I mean,
I love
can't
it.
go
I'm good.
wrong. The only thing for me personally that'd be a bigger compliment is if she called me a flamingo. Why that is? I don't like flamingos. My whole bathroom's flamingos.
I'll have to go get my unicorns. I'll be back.
Yeah.
Unicorn. Ugh.
Yeah. It's been a couple of days of processing. I started some low energy on Sunday. And I was just like, I'm not exactly sure where this is coming from. And it kind of hit me throughout meeting yesterday.
Yeah.
Processing my past relationship and trying to figure out what is me and what is them still. So kind of like what Jen had just said, what other people said about her, she believed for a long time.
Right.
So I'm still trying to process that. And I don't think I had the time to do it for a while. I think I was nonstop. And then as soon as the calls, needing to make calls slowed down, it hit me quick. Oh my God, that's huge.
Look at how adorable. Oh my
How
God.
much would that cost to ship?
And
Well, he's
Henny
a
says,
Boyfriend when you got a giant unicorn.
Henny's relating. I only found out about narcissism, trauma bonding, gaslighting. It's so new and life changing. It is.
Yeah.
Just to know that you're not crazy.
Yep.
That it is as toxic as it actually is. And it's not
And then
you.
going,
It's not
yeah.
you. It's not you.
It's not
And it's
you,
hard
it's them.
sometimes.
Yeah, it is.
Yes. It's hard sometimes to realize it too, though, with all of the court battles I have going on right now.
Yeah.
Still having to manage those. It's like, well, I'm just too tired. I'm just too tired. But
Your defenses
it was
are
good to start
probably,
the.
Sorry, I didn't mean to
It
interrupt
was
you,
good
but
to
your
start the what?
defenses are probably protecting you.
Yeah. And it was good to start processing some of the stuff that I haven't yet.
Yeah.
Like I realized when we were talking about Prince Harry and Meghan yesterday, and how Meghan has slowly taken away his name within their relationship. I realized I allowed that to happen because that was a part of the lifestyle that I live. And I'm trying to figure out how that lifestyle stays with me because it was something that was there before them. Something that was there before my ex. But they got to damage that for me. And now I have to figure that out all over again.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's a strange longing for that pet name, but yet knowing at the same time my name wasn't used unless they were angry at me.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Taking away your personhood.
Yeah.
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 So
Now that you mention that does make me think about my dad and the whole useless thing. Like, I used to make jokes that my name, that I thought my name was Shut Up Jennifer until I was 10 years old. I realize that that's not funny now, right? Like,
right.
These are the things that some of us do. I'm one of those people that do it, paint, and sew with you.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I just wanted to.
Oh, I'm just happy you're here.
Yeah.
You're such a treasure. Get out of here.
Yes, you are. You are. My goodness.
Mm-hmm.
That woman has held me together through some stuff lately.
Yeah.
But yes, Todd, please paint.
I'm glad you are. That's good. Dr. Romani just wrote a book. And it's not you. I saw that. I saw her live. I didn't see her during the live, but I saw I was on the replay crew. Pretty exciting stuff.
Like, she's live, and I jumped on. I was like, what?
Yeah. She's like, I think, number 3 on the New York Times bestseller list. That is amazing. Yes.
She's amazing. I kind of want to listen to her though. I have to see if there's an audiobook because I'm not very good with reading, so I think an audiobook would be great.
Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure that she has one.
No, that'll be good.
Yeah.
Anik, I'm sorry you've been going through some things. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for that.
Well,
I appreciate it. And
I
filled
just
out those paperwork today.
Do we have a Facebook group too, or just that chat?
There's a group as well. Group. Yeah, it's
There's
called Needing a Meeting Recovery.
I'm in it.
Okay,
there you go.
I posted a song in the group chat, but then I was like, well, everybody doesn't seem to interact with the group chat, so I wanted I missed who said it, but I'm really good with expressing myself through song.
Me too.
Usually other people's songs. I have written some of my own, but I don't really share them. But there's a song called All the Lies About Me. And that's for anybody who understands what it feels like to be misrepresented or misunderstood as something that you're not.
And mislabeled,
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Because it's so much. It's what was it? I think it was Pretty Woman. That quote. It was Pretty Woman. Richard Gere says something to Julia Roberts, and she just shrugs her shoulders and she says, "The bad stuff's easier to believe."
Yeah.
And it's just a fact. It's a gross fact, but it's a fact.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah.
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 But we're all working together to get out of that, right?
Exactly.
Luckily, some of us are younger, than some of the others of us. I was trying to do like the
pointy thing,
pointing this way, and then this, or this way, and then this way. We
Yeah,
don't have
I do-
Ben.
I
We
do
don't
what-
have Ben, so I can't point at Ben too as an elder. But you know, that is my main mission in life is to make sure that everyone who is younger than me has an opportunity to end the cycle younger
Yeah.
than I did.
Yeah.
You know, and that's across the board, y'all. That's not just about the troubled teen stuff. That is just about life, right? Like
Yeah.
I've made so many mistakes in life. Was there an impetus to it? Obviously there was, and I know now, but that's not the point. It could be anything. It could
Yeah.
be your mom telling you your whole childhood because she looks like a beauty queen that you're fat and ugly, right? Like it could just be anything. It could just be my dad being angry with me and telling me that I was useless. Like it's anything. It's not
Yeah.
I remember
Just-
it, Misha.
Yeah, I remember that song. I'm
Forgot-
excited.
Yes, I forgot to tell you, producer of Christina's movie asked if they could use my song that I wrote a while back, Lullaby of the Streets. I don't know if y'all remember it. Yeah, it was beautiful, but it made me
make
feel
them
good.
pay you licensing, but yeah, do it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I would
Pay something
demand
for it, yeah.
a licensing fee for that. Absolutely. Don't give it away for free, not to a studio
No.
or even a production company.
Yeah.
Even then, just be careful with it because stuff ends up on Spotify and you don't get royalties. I know.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah. There's like 3 albums that I helped write and one that I am on significantly on, and I don't see anything for it. And I'm still fighting for that now.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Yeah. But at the same time, I actually didn't know it was on Spotify until I left my ex. Like that memory of writing that whole phase of my life,
Yeah.
it was gone when I was with my ex. And then Mandrew had brought it up to me. It's like, oh yeah, I did that thing. And then I listened to the song and I showed my wee man, and then it was like, wow, all of these memories started coming back, and I'm going through Spotify. I'm like, how is everything on Spotify? Like, how is this possible?
The
It
whole
doesn't
movie
have
is
to
about
have-
my kiddo, so I don't know how any of that works. IG, he has free reign. I don't know.
No, he doesn't. He shouldn't. He shouldn't. You should have some sort of manager in
You
this.
know, especially
with us.
since the story is being entrusted to him, you know, there's no guarantee that, you know, I'm sure he's a lovely person, but you know, there's always a risk when someone else is the gatekeeper to your story, you know.
Mhm. I would at the very least get a manager and have them look this whole thing over. I don't know enough of the specifics of it yet, Misha, to get any deeper into it, but that's just my immediate.
Okay.
My
She says
immediate
as long as it gets her story out, I'll be okay with it. Okay.
Okay, I'm just being
Okay.
protective. That's what I do.
Yes, it's hard not to be protective of you, Misha.
Seriously,
Exactly.
it's not hard at all.
And I need to find a lawyer for so many reasons we all know and how that is going.
Well, I think the problem too, though, Misha, is that you need more than one attorney because there's more than one aspect. You have the criminal, you know. You could have a civil and then an entertainment attorney. You're not going to find them all in one.
Exactly. And thank you, Matrix. I'll take a look into that.
Yeah. Right on.
Well, I know I speak
Love you
for
too,
everyone
Misha.
when I say we love you too. I really do look like my office has measles.
with the light up.
With the disco light. Hey, at least it's not spinning and making anybody dizzy. I like doing.
I like it.
Thank you. I like doing the meetings in my office because I can hide my face with my microphone.
Yeah.
I can do this.
You know, shoot, never mind. Hang on, I have one of those. Hang on.
I'm a dentist.
I'm a dentist.
Misha and Matrix, you guys work. Misha, you guys come to if you're both on the lifeboat or both on
Come
Needing a Meeting
together.
Facebook pages, you can find each other, and that would be so good, Matrix, if you could help Misha with that. I hear what you're saying. At the same time, it's okay for you to have some income from your intellectual property. It's okay.
Exactly.
It's okay.
I want to say this, Misha, and hear me out. It's a completely different situation. I understand that. However, the boy 10 years ago who died when he ran away from Trails, Carolina, I know that you know because you watched the video. The state of North Carolina was only fined $12,000 for that 17-year-old boy's death. I want you to think about that. Your daughter's life is worth way more than $12,000.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Misha, Matrix Rabbit 0157 says that he knows everything about the music business and can help you with that. That's what we're Matrix Rabbit, send me an email and I'll forward your contact information to Misha if you don't mind. Needing a Meeting Recovery at gmail.com. I'll type it out here. Yeah. And then I'll forward if that, yeah. Anyway, that would be so good if you wouldn't mind helping her with that. Because that song is beautiful. And I'd hate for someone to get hold of it and have it to where you couldn't use it, Misha. That happens too. They can claim it as their own intellectual property, and then you never get to use it again or sing it again. You'd have to pay them to do that.
Then
that's not cool.
They could have
not cool. Hi, Seven Son.
They could have somebody else re-record it and make a bunch of money out of it that way.
Yeah.
Thanks, Christy, for the idea.
There you go.
Now I can just hide my whole face.
Oh dear.
The seventh son is here. How lucky are you?
Yes.
Ahoy.
Ahoy.
Back in the day, instead of hello, because hello was invented for the telephone, they were going to say ahoy. The dude who invented the telephone.
Oh, funny.
Yeah, the dude who invented the telephone wanted ahoy. So
Elvis tried to pull it.
Hello.
Ow.
Mm-hmm.
I have to laugh because if we're all gonna just greet each other by where we come from, since I come from Detroit, but our city's greeting of choice is "What up, though?"
Oh, wow.
What up, though?
I think ours is just
You
g'day.
can find that on Instagram. I mean, on YouTube. That's a true story. That is how we greet each other.
Oh, that is funny.
Love that.
I might use that. What up, doe?
What up, though? Let's spread it all over Australia, and they're going to be like, "Where'd you get that?" From my friend in Detroit. and then you know what's going to happen to you, Cosmic? As soon as you say the word Detroit, people are going to go, "Oh," and take a step back.
Really?
Oh yeah, that's happened to me for over 20 years. People are like, "Where are you from?" And I'm like, "I'm from Detroit," and they're like, "Oh."
Why?
It's not like I'm gonna shank you. I'm not gonna just cut you because I'm from Detroit. That's all defense purposes.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? That was one of the most ridiculous and fun commercials I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
I like
he was
hearing
around for a while.
women do this. Way more fun when a bunch of women do it. Because we expect this from men, right? But if you got a bunch of women like calling each other and being like, "What's up?" and then it starts going crazy, and you make that a commercial, that's going to be hilarious.
So now there's going to be a meeting group call, and all of a sudden, all you hear is what's up?
Ah!
Instead of huzzah.
Yes,
No,
yes,
it'd be
honey,
huzzah.
like New York. Where are you from? I'm from New York. Where are you
New
from?
York.
Yeah.
It
What is
depends
it?
on the part of New York you're talking
Corkies.
about. Yeah, I'm gonna go get some coffee, aight?
Corky.
You got a problem with me where I go get my coffee?
Coffee, yeah. I lost my corkies. I need to go get some coffee.
I gotta stop to get a
I
slice
just love
on the
the
way
way
to get my
New York-
coffee too.
the accent.
Oh, goodness.
I could do accents all
Yeah.
day.
All the real Brooklyn.
Oh, Brooklyn is so similar to Bronx, though.
You can be the dude.
You know, I told you before though,
It's Bronx.
the hardest one I've ever learned was Australian, and I still have a hard time keeping it up, especially in front of an Australian.
We are rare,
Well,
Matrix.
technically I'm
We are.
Around these good parts,
You know,
for whatever
that's
reason,
the
this seems to
seventh
be-
son's nice way of saying that we are the island of misfits, boys, folks. We represent the lollipop guild. I'm not on drugs. I just got hit in the head.
to the bar in my car.
Oh yeah, is today? No, today's not, because the 29th only happens every 4 years. What?
That's right.
Facebook can
Is it
tell you
up?
what day was National Pirate Day.
Sorry, what was?
Sorry, what?
I'm trying to remember what day. National
Pirate Day.
Oh,
Talk like a pirate. You got to talk like a pirate all day. My kids hated that day because I
Oh.
kept it up.
It's
Okay.
September. It's not till September. Arr. Okay, never mind.
Your
I'll bring
heart
it
is.
well, wait till
Where's
September,
me
and then I'll have
balloons?
to, yeah, have to make sure I jump on Captain Corey's channel to at least give him a little bit of respect on that day.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys had heard about him.
I have. Yeah.
Who?
Captain Corey, he was, I can't remember exactly what he was ill with, but he passed away this
Arr.
2023.
He
No,
was a little pirate.
not the guy that was
reflected-
the kid that was a Pirates of the Caribbean fan that Johnny
Yes.
Depp met with.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Exactly
Oh,
him.
I love
Yes.
Captain Corey.
Yeah.
Yeah, his mom's
Yeah.
keeping up his YouTube channel, and she has one going right now too, talking about all of the grief and everything. I'm really impressed with how she's putting it all out there.
I am too.
Mhm.
Very raw, very real,
That's really beautiful.
Yeah,
yeah,
He's a sweet boy.
he really was.
so sweet. Yeah.
I've been coming across this weirdos. I don't want to say weirdo, but it's hard for me anyways. I've been coming across these YouTube creators and Instagram creators and TikTok creators lately that have been they've been what do you call it? Documenting their end life journey.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I shouldn't say it's weirdo. It's just it's super emotional for me right now because you know, I'm going through this stuff with my mom, and she's going to her. I don't know why they're doing all this. I don't know how we talked about this. How hard is it to just call in a referral to get a biopsy done? She does have an appointment to see her primary doctor tomorrow. I don't understand. So the primary doctor has to look at all of these scans and stuff, and then go, oh yeah, I see that. Yeah, we can have them take it out so you can go back. So he should have done it the same day that they did the trans, ultrasound. Like,
Mhm.
why couldn't they just get it then? This is another at least 2 weeks, and time matters.
Yes, it does.
Especially when you're older and I don't even want to say it, but when you've had the big C already twice,
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
not saying that that's what it is. I won't say that that's what it is. And being optimistic, I think it's just like whatever. It's a
See,
cyst.
Misha?
Love you too, Michelle.
Yeah.
Love you, Misha.
I've got Matrix's contact information. I'll forward it to you.
Perfect.
Why are you sorry that you're having an asthma attack? Go take care of that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Take care of yourself. My goodness. I'm sorry you're going through that. Ouch.
I am too. Turn the hot water on, man, and give yourself a croup shower.
What is croup?
Yes.
Is that like what?
Croup
Does
is
that
like
change its name now?
it probably, but it's when kids are babies and they get like phlegm stuck in their lungs, and it's like
Okay.
It helps. Okay.
yeah, it helps
Yeah.
the steam helps to clear the stuff out. This was a long time ago. I'm sure they've got 1,600 drugs for it now. You used to just take them to the bathroom and run the
See,
bath. And
I've
let 'em
only ever
Mhm.
I've only ever heard of it on Anne of Green Gables or read it in Anne of Green Gables. The
Okay.
kid had croup.
or if you
Yeah,
watch the
and they gave it
movie,
Ipecac or something.
they also
Yeah.
mention it.
So I'm just like, oh, does it actually exist still? Yeah.
Hmm.
All the old-fashioned names for things. I'm gonna have to go because my back is killing me.
Oh.
I can't sit on the
ouch.
seat anymore.
Okay.
Yeah, I have gone to physio, and I've just been doing lots of stuff. So I'm just here going, oh, that's why I'm all like,
Right on.
We rubbing your back.
so yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Love you too.
Thank you for your advice and help because it really helped get me through this
I'm so
thing that I had
glad.
to do. So,
I'm so glad you're
so
free of
thank
it.
you.
Yes.
Yes, me too. So it feels good. So
Yeah.
okay, I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Okay.
Love you
Bye.
too.
Your smile looks
Bye.
great, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Hey, have a good one. Huzzah!
Huzzah.
That's not-
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like this last full moon, the energy has just kind of lingered a little bit. Everybody went through like their moments, and now everybody's going through like their, I guess, releasing of it. It's like physically releasing of it now.
Yeah.
So I know I was exhausted today, just exhausted. All I wanted to do was lay down and relax all day. I barely even picked up my crochet, which is very, very abnormal lately. So
Wow.
yeah. But I think I'm actually gonna manage to like get myself out tomorrow night, go out and go into the city for a little bit, which is technically like a suburb of Montreal. So I'm gonna go kind of sort of to Montreal.
Okay.
Yay.
And
Cool.
it'll be after meetings. So I already told them, I'm like, this is after this time. Like I do not go anywhere until after this time.
Right on. Oh. Yeah.
I love you, and then
I mean,
love
yeah.
you. You're so wonderful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank
I'm just all full of love today. I'm
glad. Because you could easily be the other way.
It could. It could. I'm focusing on other things. I'm putting together some research. I don't know if I'm going to. I don't think I should. I struggle with when to do my live streams because I have to work around everybody that does a live stream every day. And when I'm doing investigative stuff like I am, like, okay, so I don't want it to be too much, but I want it to be enough time that people can, what do you call it? Like, know that it's happening. So I keep getting people saying, "Oh, I didn't get a notification," whatever. And I went down and I lost subscribers. I'm back under 100. I think it's because of that stupid.
YouTube is
unsubbing.
accidentally is removing people, is unsubscribing people from their channels, and we're talking channels they watch like all the time,
regularly.
Yeah.
What the heck?
Thank you, Cosmic. I appreciate you. And what I'm noticing though is it's subscribers that I'm like, even Emily D. Baker, who I really paid the most attention to during the Depp Heard thing, because I mean, come on, Johnny Depp. I'm not even gonna lie about the reason why I watched it. It was really cringy to hear all that stuff.
That's how I found her too.
Johnny Depp being able to get away with that amount of sarcasm for that many days is pretty beautiful in my eyes. So but I went. Emily D. Baker was covering a thing about Koberger yesterday, and I went on, and I was unsubbed. Johnny, who I'm a mod for, I went on Chase the Heat, unsubbed, unsubbed from Tommy, unsubbed from Wages, unsubbed from Streets, unsubbed from this. Yeah, I unsubbed from Surviving Together, unsubbed from Chow, and I'm like, it's really hard not to take this personal as a community because we might have 10 tentacles out in all of the the communities that need us, right? But we're still a part of a community, and it feels a little targeted, and it's kind of and I don't know about you, but I find the more that we do find ourselves intertwined with the SP people, the more like we kind of get messed with. But all I have to say is bring it on. Because I got a crew in Michigan that's already like I live 3 miles from there. I'm going there. I just don't want to go by myself because I won't make as much impact, and I put myself at risk when I go alone. If I've learned anything from my good man, it is not to go by yourself. And I can't get him to come to Detroit for some reason right now. He's busy doing other things.
I really need him to get those Good Girl sweaters. I really, really do.
I want mine to say Goods Girl, though, not Good Girls. I want mine to say Goods Girl. I may or may not have open crush flirty thing happening. I don't know if that's because he thinks I look like Tina Turner or what, but because of my picture,
Yes. Oh, goodness.
Maybe Scientology got to the big guys at Google and
I wouldn't put it past them. I mean,
paid them to make new algorithms. Yeah, that's messed up.
I mean, look at what happened with Twitter when it turned into X. You went from seeing people's posts that you follow to seeing everybody that you wouldn't follow if your eyes were taped open and you were like, strapped down to a chair. I mean, I'm sorry, but you would really have to do some, oh shoot, what's that claymation show on Adult Swim? It's something monkey. Anyways, but you put it. Yes, Robot Chicken. So they're not gonna. They're not gonna robot. No, I don't really do a lot. I don't really do a lot of X except when I'm advocating for TTI and anti-hate, meaning connection. But I don't get into it with people. I mean, I may or may not be known to write comments on all of the really far right people who would consider me a progressive, even though I'm a moderate independent, to attack me for, pointing out that the troubled teen industry still exists and they're screaming about kids, they're screaming about frozen embryos being people. Let's worry about the kids that are, that are alive right now.
Right.
I'm just sick of being distracted all the time. So I'm trying to stay focused.
Right on.
Yeah, that focus is hard sometimes.
I like that, from Twitter to excrement. That's perfect. And yeah, I also think Seth Green he's a genius. I've been watching Adult Swim since 2003, 2004 when it started, because I'm a Toys R Us kid. We made a promise. We made a promise when we were young, Generation X, to say that we were never going to grow up because we were Toys R Us kids. we swore it to a fake giraffe.
Is there any Toys R Us left in the States?
No.
Oh. No, I'll just have to buy toys and send them to you then from Toys R Us with receipts.
Oh, you guys have Toys R Us. Interesting.
Yes, we do.
Canada still has Toys R Us?
Yes, we do.
Oh.
Hello, Miss Dragon. Good to see you.
Hey,
Thanks for popping in.
Hi.
You broke up with X Cosmic? I
Yeah.
have a very dysfunctional relationship with Elon Musk. Says a lot of really narcissistic things, and then I call him out on it, and then he ignores me, but his minions attack me.
Oh my goodness.
I don't care.
Oh, and Australia has Toys R Us too.
Oh, now okay. So I can drive to Canada, Cosmic. Cut it out. I could be in Canada in 20 minutes from sitting here right now with no socks on.
Nice.
You're closer to Sarnia, right?
No, I'm close to Windsor. I'm in downtown Detroit.
Okay, so yeah, Windsor definitely has Toys R Us. I was gonna say Sarnia, I don't know if they still have one, but Windsor definitely does.
Well, Windsor's a city.
Yeah.
Sarnia is a town. Sarnia is a town.
I thought you said Narnia. I thought, really now?
Yes. Did you not know there is a border town in Canada called Narnia?
I did not. I did not know that.
We'll just nickname it
right on the other side of the port of Hurons.
Okay.
It's actually Sarnia.
Sarnia and Port Huron.
Okay.
I want your Joker socks, but not until you wash them. And are they, what version of Joker? Are you talking about comic book Joker? Are you talking about Jack Nicholson? Are you talking about Heath Ledger? Are you talking about Jared Leto? Or are you talking about Joaquin Phoenix? This all matters. This all matters. Don't say talk to you later. Tell me now. Well, what do they look like?
Now you have to describe.
I think he and I are going to go have a side conversation in Discord. We're going to have some discourse in the Discord. Ew, Jared Leto. You know, same. Yeah. I used to love that guy, and I've since changed my mind.
There's a few people that have been that way in my life. I'm just like, oh no, not you again. Yeah. Oh, I can't do you.
Okay, so it'll always be the comic book. I can respect that. The comic book is very close to the whatchamacallit, to the version from the TV show. And man, my memory's a little.
That's what I've
God, it's almost like I got hit in the head or something. Weird.
Oh, almost, huh?
Yeah.
He does have. He does have.
Yeah, that's what that's been the thing that's been kind of alluded to, is that yeah.
I can't remember the name of his band. I've literally disconnected that person from my brain. But
it's not a band anymore. It's just him and his brother now. He's kicked everybody else out of the band, and it's 30 Seconds to Mars.
That's it. That's it.
And they used to be a band, and now they're like.
Now they're a duo.
Yeah, a techno and drums duo of narcissism and carrying his big brother on his back. Actually, it's more that the brother Shannon has the musical talent, and the only true Joker will always be Cesar Romero. And thank you, because that was the name that I was fighting to try to get out of my mouth hole.
Right on.
My mouth hole.
Which I meant to call a face hole.
Oh my goodness. Mouthhole was still good though. That was still
I just want you guys to know that this is all being recorded for my enjoyment later when I am better.
Right on.
Oh goodness.
I'm just tired. So now I gotta do a little more research for my next trails video, and then I've gotta leave here to pick Brielle up from dance. So yeah. I won't be. I'm never.
She has not seen you since this happened, right?
She has not seen me since.
Does she know it happened?
No.
Oh,
Nobody in my family knows because,
oh,
well, I mean, okay, my dad knows. That's a different family. But my mom and stepdad and sister and niece don't know because, we're going through it with my mom right now. She's still on the oxygen.
okay.
She's waiting to get that biopsy. I'm not.
Hmm.
I've made a
That really
decision.
makes no sense that they didn't do that when she was in the hospital.
Don't even.
Okay, sorry.
No, I was about to say, don't even get me started because it's infuriating.
Yeah,
Absolutely infuriating.
yeah.
They could have done both of the ultrasounds and then done the biopsy, which I don't even understand why they don't just take the whole thing. She's done with it. She doesn't need it anymore. She's 74 years old. Take the whole thing out, biopsy it. You know what I mean? Like,
Hmm. Yeah.
just get it out. What if you get a wrong spot?
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. So after tomorrow, I guess there'll be probably an appointment. They better not make it like a long mouthful. You're welcome, honey. I am
Yeah, I'm using that.
I'm so full of useless and ridiculous things to say that it's my pleasure to be of service.
Oh.
I have to hide my smile because it's only like this half of it's like doing it. The rest of it just
Oh,
looks like. You remember? Was it the First Wives Club and Goldie Hawn got too much filler in her lips and her lips were all giant. That's what that side of my lips looks like.
mm.
So I'm gonna Brielle. I'm gonna put on It's not too bad now. It's gone down quite a bit. So I'm gonna put my lip
Good.
plumper on the other half of my lip and put some lipstick on, and she'll be like, well, why are you wearing all that makeup? And I'll be like, because when I get home, I'm shooting a video about that wilderness camp again. And she'll be like, oh, I'm sure nobody understands why the only person in my family that knows that I have a YouTube channel is my 15-year-old niece, but because I know she's not going to tell anybody, and
Okay.
I want her and her friends to know that these things exist so that they can stay away from it.
Yes.
Good. Yeah.
Mhm.
Like you
Yeah.
said, breaking the cycles early.
Mhm.
It's the most important thing I'll ever have done is breaking all of these cycles, in my family, with my friends, kids, with strangers, whatever. It's the most important thing I'll ever do is to save people the time of sitting by and watching their life happen to them,
Mm-hmm.
and actually speaking up for themselves and
Yeah.
making their lives better. And you know what? I am just caught up in, I want to chase those goats around. I mean, they're not moving very fast right now, but I feel like I could get one and give it a hug.
Well, we kind of had to, they're not very good huggers. I'll just let you know that off the get-go.
What about the donkey?
The donkey, well, he doesn't always play well with others.
As we found out yesterday.
As we found out, yes.
Oh yeah, that's right. I
we've had-
remember
and
now.
we-
Yeah,
We
Went a
found out
little
on
crazy.
on my little girl calf that my little miniature girly girl.
Oh,
Yeah.
Aww.
needs a stern talking to from its Auntie Jen.
Yes, he does.
Needs to be sent to Detroit.
Yes, and then I'll bring him back.
I
to
do
Detroit.
talk to them like they understand, and I get onto them like they understand exactly what I'm saying.
Well, yeah.
Do it to the cats all the time. What are you talking about? Of course, I mean, I have also learned how to speak feline. So if I don't want Thomas to do something, I know really scary ways of hissing that make him stop without like jumping and being physically afraid of me. like So if he's like trying to knock one of the pictures down on the wall and I do that, he looks at me and he's like, what? And then I go, meow, because that means mama. And then he'll go, meow. And I'm like, all right then. You're not like
he is
that.
an ass, Henny. He is
Yes.
But he
no
literally
getting away
is.
from it. Little donkey
No.
is
He
an
is
ass.
literally an ass.
There is, yeah, he is literally one.
Okay, I think I'm another one that needs to stretch. Excuse me, I meant to hit my microphone, but yeah, I don't think I have any more fun quips for anybody.
Kristen, Melinda, I'm sorry you had your work calls kicked your butt today. That sucks.
Aw, Kristen,
Those are draining days. I hate those.
I don't miss having to people for my job.
No. Yeah. Peopling is an issue. So now I'm just like, how do I find work now where I don't have to people, please? Thank you.
Right. Ah, you notice how you just said that? People, please.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Really well done.
Very well done.
Man, I'm going to sarcasm you up yet, sweetheart.
Well, I'm definitely using that mouthful statement, and it's going to be used on like one of my phone calls this weekend that the person's going to die. Absolutely die. So.
Well, and if you can remember face hole, that's another good one. But then again, we have more than
So
one.
much people-ing.
We have more than one hole. In our face, so we gotta be careful with that.
That's why I'm like, I should probably just say mouth hole because this person would be like, what, a nostril?
Yeah. People are way too people-y, Kristen. That's one of my favorite things. Like, how was your day? People are too people-y today.
Yep.
I don't want to people today.
Cake hole.
Mary-
Yeah.
Military
uses
uses
cake
cake hole. Yeah, cake hole, pie hole.
Pie hole.
I'm going to leave a couple of the dirty ones off the list.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
You know, it's funny if like on here, how natural it is for me when I'm eating a meeting or on my channel, I don't curse.
Right on.
And because I've rewatched my lives. Well, I haven't rewatched the one about cops, but I've rewatched the two about trails, and I haven't swore one time.
Nice.
Oh, by the way, I did call them and it goes to a voicemail. So when I do my video, I'm going to call and I'm going to leave a voicemail like I'm a mom and I'm losing my mind over my 13-year-old daughter and that I need help with her and everywhere I've called is full. Could they please give me a call back?
Now, and who
Because
are
they're
you
not
going to leave this
supposed to be
voicemail
accepting
for?
Trails Carolina.
Trails. Oh, okay.
Because they're not supposed to be accepting new residents. So if they say yes, then I can pass that on to Meg and the attorney. I might be sneaky. I might be sneaky because I know the TTI programs are not in here.
But I mean, just because they're shut down, they're not. They are allowed to have voicemail going, right?
They're allowed to have voicemail, but they can't call you back and set up an appointment.
Okay.
Right? They can't start the admissions process because they can't take any new residents until this case has been solved. Which if Trails has anything to do with it, will be never.
No,
great for you too, honey.
Yeah, it does sound like they're actively not cooperating. It sounds to me like that's what's happening.
Yeah, and it's been reported, and then everything that they've said since it's been reported that they haven't been cooperating is like just really snarky press releases that I have on my videos.
Yeah, those press releases are disgusting.
Like I love that one where it was like we acknowledge that some of the 2,700 kids who've come to our program were not satisfied. Yeah, you're right, because 3 of them were SA'd that we know of so far. 2 are not alive anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I would say where there's smoke, there's fire, and there is a bonfire burning in the hills of North Carolina right now.
Dear word.
Yep.
Oh.
So,
So forgive me because Wee Man called me when you were doing your live, and I still have to go back and watch it. It's just a hard topic for me, so I have to do it in small sections.
Okay.
Are they like they cannot take new residents? They can't take new kids, but do they currently have kids still?
No, all 18 of the kids that were at the program were removed.
Okay, thank God.
Good.
But
Good.
actually, initially, every single kid's parents refused to pick them up, and
What?
that was per Trails Carolina's recommendation.
What? What?
Yeah,
Well, what did
yeah,
they
they
do?
were.
What happened to the kids?
They pulled them. So the four other kids that were in the bunkhouse. There was 4 other boys, ages 10 to 14. They pulled them out of the bunkhouse, refused law enforcement any way to contact these boys' parents to get their permission to speak to the boys. Wouldn't let them anywhere near the boys. They said they were doing it.
I hope they get slapped with obstruction.
That would be
Well, the
nice.
FBI is involved. This is the, I believe, and I hope I'm not getting ahead of myself, but I believe that this is the beginning of the end of the industry.
Good.
Oh,
This right here.
okay.
I really do. I'll cover this real soon. Another wilderness camp just closed down this week, so that's huge.
Wow.
And now that we found out that Diamond Ranch Academy in Utah reopened as something else, so we're going back after them. But right now the main focus is on Trails Carolina, and we've got at least three survivors that have now filed on a lawsuit against Trails for not keeping them safe from other residents and SA. And also physical abuse from the restraints of the staff and stuff like that.
Oh my
My
God.
goodness.
That's what we're gonna find out is this how this boy died, is that he was restrained to death. Because I mean that doesn't explain the other part.
No.
But if you've got the restraint marks around the neck and the stuff around the eyes, then don't worry, Miss Dragon. It's just basically me talking about me like I do all the time.
Good.
I'm the new, it's my show. No, I'm not. I'm not. You guys are just the only ones that I feel comfortable showing my face to right now.
Oh my God. Okay.
Rule 7.
We will not highlight that after all. Oops. Bigger part.
Oh my goodness.
Why do you gotta save these ones for in here? You should put those in Tommy's because that's dirty funny. We're in here all talking about some serious biz, and here comes 7th, like boom.
Wet noses.
You know what? I got nothing but love for the man.
Agreed.
And he goes, ew.
Actually, I need to screenshot that.
That is so good. And I just
We got some good things to like take to conversations here now. That's I'm taking that joke too, 7th.
Shell, ew, but then laugh.
Michelle, welcome.
Guys think that they have it. They think that they've got it with the being filthy. Ladies are the filthiest talking, most sharing, and disgusting creatures.
Well,
I just want to show everybody a photo of me and my mom so that whenever anybody feels like praying for my mom, that this is us.
Hi, Mom.
Yes, I know. I know. I look nothing like her, but I wish I did because she's so.
You do look a little like her. You do.
Or as she would say, beautiful.
I see it.
I don't look like her. I look like my dad.
I see a little I see a little of you there.
Mm-hmm.
I do. I see it.
I'm trying to force a smile because my mouth naturally like curves down. So when I smile, it just looks like, so I'm trying to like actually have some kind of pretty and, inviting smile on my face. So I was trying really hard, and that's probably where it comes, where I look like her in that. But I'll take it. If you see it, I'll take it.
I see it.
my poor little 5-foot Irish Norwegian mom.
Aw.
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 Yeah, she's a warrior. Don't let that little frame fool you.
Right on.
Yeah, the little ones you kind of have to be scared of. I'm learning this because I'm turning into a fairly scary person, apparently.
I'm showing this in case Tommy decides to watch this because he's always talking about the ampersand, and since I'm a huge ampersand fan,
Like it.
and
I like it.
so is he. Yeah,
Okay.
I like my little office. I have a feeling watching other people. My office wall is very, very busy, but I don't care because that's what the inside of my brain looks like.
There you
Perfect.
go. Perfect. Yeah.
Especially that part.
Well,
I forget that I'm backwards on this, aren't I?
Yes, it's mirrored.
Yeah, because when I do it on my own, I'm facing, but when I'm on the restream,
I've seen you both ways here too. I think there's a settings option where you can adjust the camera to be one way or the other just
Yeah,
before
Oh,
you come in. I think so.
I think it depends on my phone, if I'm on my phone or if I'm on the laptop,
okay.
and I'm on the laptop
Gotcha.
today. So
Gotcha.
that
That
could
makes
be.
sense.
The first time I saw myself mirrored, I'm like, that tattoo's not on that side. What the heck's going on? What's happening here?
Sending you hugs, Rebecca.
Yes, Rebecca.
Yeah.
Yes. Big hugs.
Definitely been a
And some ones.
dumpy week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I hope
Well, just keep on
it's
swimming.
better.
Be like Dory and keep on swimming.
Seven Senses,
Yes.
there was a familiar resemblance. Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's the Irish. It's the Irish part. It's funny. I did my I was told that I was partly Cherokee and Lakota Sioux, and I am the whitest white person you'll ever meet in your life. My friends were like, "You don't have any indigenous and no African in you at all." I said, "No. Have you ever heard the term Black Irish?" And they're like, "Yeah." I said, "Well, that's what I am."
Yeah.
Okay.
Partially. I mean, on my dad's side of the family is Black Irish, and then on my mom, obviously, it's the very light skin, green eyes. My mom is blonde, green eyes, left-handed. She's a unicorn too.
Now I have
with
to
her Irish mom and Norwegian daddy.
I have to beg to differ. I was basically married to a European individual of like 3 different European descents, and their last name's White. So I've got a Bayesian daughter with the last name White.
That is just fantastic. It used to be this. Is this a riddle?
Where?
It used to be the 27 letter in the alphabet.
What did? Why are you messing with
Was
me?
it the ampersand?
Oh,
Oh,
and
okay. I was okay.
yes. QRXTU. Wait, shoot. LMNOJ. Okay.
LMNOJ. Perfect.
Yeah, and I guess that this would maybe be what I'd be like if I was drunk. It's been a long time since I've been drunk, but I kind of feel a little drunk in my head.
Did they say that you had a concussion when you were got checked out?
They actually didn't say that they saw any kind of concussion. They were kind of surprised by the hardness of my head.
Well, yeah.
And I'm like, well, I mean, I could tell you the story, but it's a really long one. You probably don't want to know.
Can you see that comment?
As you had your head turned when you started to say about your Native American heritage, it showed, so you must have. You know what? I think that what I need to do is, somebody already told me 27 or 23andMe is closing down shop, but I need somebody, but yeah. So I want to get one from them because they apparently go deeper than Ancestry DNA, and that it's entirely possible that I am Native. It's just that they don't, and the Mormons would say it because that's who runs Ancestry. com. The Mormons, I don't think that they have the DNA of indigenous people to run.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
By now, I should think that they should have some, though.
Yeah, you would think, but I mean, listen, I still have my black friends are having an easier time, but my Jewish friends are still like, but a lot of that goes back to anyone that went through Poland, you know, during World War II. All of Poland's historical records were destroyed, so you lose all of history if you went through, if you were, it doesn't matter if you're a Catholic or Jewish.
Okay.
You lost all of your history
Mhm.
when they
Oh,
burned all.
okay.
Mhm.
So the Jews still have, you know, difficulty through ancestry DNA, and my understanding is that Native Americans do too. But yeah, I agree though, because I think it's my nose.
That is amazing, Miss Dragon. I have Native, Norwegian, Iberian, Scottish, Sub-Saharan, African ancestry. That is
That's
amazing.
amazing.
So I think we're cousins, lady. The Norwegian and Scottish, I can confirm, but I definitely believe my grandfather. You know, when he said your great grandfather looked like the guy on the nickel, why would he lie to me? Right?
Right.
Like, I mean, I didn't even really know him, so there was no reason for him to lie to me.
Mhm.
So I don't know. I'm still on the quest to find out why I don't look like the white person that my blood says that I am.
Yes, I'm interested in doing one of these tests myself. I already know I'm a strange mix, but I feel like there's a little bit something else in there, and it'd be interesting to find out, I think.
Right on.
Strange mix.
Guyanese, Portuguese, Chinese. Chinese just kind of got thrown in there. But all knees. It's all knees.
There's nothing strange about you. You're phenomenal.
Thank you.
Okay, so Seventh Son warns here, as long as you don't mind your genetic information being open source material, FYI, they're going out of business. Yeah, she had said that earlier. That's
Well, that's why I thought
Oh.
maybe I could get a discount on my you know, on my rate. I mean, I don't. What are they going to do with my genetic information? Is there like a Westworld down in the earth that they have a robot of me? And if they do, I don't care.
As long as it takes over.
But if she looks younger and better and is stronger than I am, I would like, you know, them to take all of my memories in the chip and put them in that brain and take over that body.
Yes. Can't remember what movie it was where the husband had taken the wife's memories,
Don't worry,
consciousness, and put it all in a computer.
Don't worry, darling.
there was there
we go.
few Star Trek episodes that had that concept going.
Yes.
Yeah, it was see 23andMe. Miss Dragon did 23andMe.
24% native.
24%.
Maternal haplogroup is from a 9,000-year-old Anazi woman. That's amazing. I'm Yaqui. Wow.
Yeah, but I would look like a Stepford wife, Kim, but I wouldn't act like one because I'd have my brain.
And so Miss Matrix has an answer for that. Chinese were sailing the oceans in 400 BC. So
yeah,
I guess that makes sense.
Weren't the Vikings too? My Viking people.
Well, what do you guys think? If we had a meeting,
I feel like I'm a 3. How are you doing, Carol?
I'm okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think those exercises are helping me. I've been doing somatic exercises and vagus nerve exercises for trauma.
I did read a post that you put up about that. I wanna check that out too.
Right on.
Do you have any sources for the vagus nerve one?
Suki Baker is who I've been watching on YouTube.
Suki Baker.
Sukie.
Okay.
Baker. And I've done 2 of her videos.
I'm gonna try that out.
Right on.
Again, what's the harm in stretching my eyeballs over to the sides a little bit? You know what I mean?
Okay, so I've spent a little time doing some weird stuff with my face. Big deal.
Exactly. Exactly.
If I'm on camera, I'm doing weird things with my face.
I have so many funny pictures of me and just like, well, what was I doing with my face?
That makes sense. They were on
There's
this land
something
before
that
it was
I told
stolen. Okay. That makes sense.
Okay.
The world does not
Chinese?
need two
Yeah.
of me. Yeah. There doesn't need to be two of me either. Oh my God, that sounds scary as all get out.
Right.
Really that scares me even thinking about.
I feel like I could get more done right now, though, if I had two of me. Could I get rid of the other me when I was done with like needing her around?
No, because if you watch the movie Multiplicity, every time you make a clone of yourself, it becomes stupider. So you don't
Yeah.
want to do that.
Oh, never mind.
But if I could clone Michael Keaton, I would do that.
Well,
Just
I-
you are a decent human, Henny, 100%. Through and through.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yes, you are.
Mm-hmm.
ISC that crazy? No.
Chinese, Vikings, and the Templars were here before Columbus. Okay.
Columbus got here on accident. He was trying to go to India to pick some stuff up. That guy was a moron.
Look, I found India, the United States of America.
Yeah. And I'm not mad at him for bringing the pigs, but he could have left the diseases and all the other stuff behind in Spain.
Mm-hmm. Phoenicians beat everyone sailing the ocean blue. Okay. Chief Justice.
Yeah, I can't believe I still remember that.
Cuneiform tablet around his neck. Okay. Okay.
What were the
That's
Oh.
very cool.
Matrix has got some knowledge here.
Yeah.
Well, he got his directions from a guy at the corner because he clearly didn't know what he was doing.
We're still talking Columbus, right?
Well, yeah, because Matrix Rabbit just said Columbus had directions to the New World.
Oh, yeah. Definitely from the
Yeah, but he thought it was India.
I watched a thing on the Knights of Templars recently, and pretty fascinating. Apparently, they've been, they've had some of these relics and different works of literature and things like that they're waiting for the right time to release, according to this documentary.
Interesting.
Yeah, it does sound interesting.
It's like Tears for Fears said, you guys, everybody wants to rule the world. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody.
I'm just saying, those guys might be two of the greatest musical geniuses.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just saying,
for real.
Mad World,
Mhm.
Everybody Wants to Rule the World. Like, those guys really had their finger on the pulse in the 80s.
They
that
sure
people
did.
Didn't quite understand till later. I see that you're a history guy. We shall chat.
Yeah. Okay.
He might have been a Templar, but he was a little lacking.
Knights Templar. Yeah, not Templars. Templar.
Yes, because he kept the paperwork. Exactly, because he did not discover St. Augustine. That would be
St. Augustine.
Just
kidding. I know who you're talking about.
Somebody help me.
Yeah.
I know this, but my brain doesn't work today.
St. Peter's.
Well, whatever. You all know what I'm
talking about. Yes, I know
There's
who
a
it's
statue
supposed to
of him.
be and why. Yeah. There's too much work and stress. Yes.
Come on,
Yeah.
Matrix.
Yeah.
Giving you a
Well, my
All
neighbor
right.
has said that he's going to help me make my calf from a bull to a steer. And so I just saw him drove by and I waved at him. I don't know if he saw me waving or not. But he
better go get him.
said earlier that he was going to help me with that today. So
Oh,
I don't
very
know
nice.
I don't know if we're running
Go
out
get-
of
go
daylight.
get
But
'em.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
maybe you should get out there. Is that?
Well, I as soon as he gets his tractor back, he'll be coming back with his side by side, and
Okay.
yeah.
Is this the one that you got to meet because of the goats?
No,
No, that's okay. Different
no,
neighbor.
this is my neighbor that I met from day one.
Okay. Okay. I was gonna say you guys
Seven
became
times.
friends real quick.
The world's never stopped being wacky.
No.
It has not. That is true.
It is the wackiest it's been in my lifetime right now.
Well, yeah, it is pretty wacky.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna sign off. I'm getting a headache, so I need to take some Excedrin and put some ice on my face for a little bit so that I can deal with a 15-year-old.
Sounds good.
Yes.
Good night.
Good
Thank
night.
you.
Good
Love
night.
you.
Love you.
Love you. I'm trying to help fill the boxes while our Christy is getting settled in her nomadic life.
Yes. Yes.
She I guess I'm allowed to say that she's moving hotels, and she's very
Yes.
excited about it because
Yeah,
no quarters required for the laundry.
Thank God.
I saw it. It's a lot better, and I had to mention something about an article in there that I really liked just for fun. I could never take the place of Christy. I'm just filling the space for Christy.
Yeah.
Let me just make that clear. I am no Christy. That's for sure. But I'm a Jed.
You know,
But you're you, and we love you.
And I love you too. It helps me to feel like everything's okay when I get to be with my friends for a while.
Right
Good.
on. Good.
Good.
Yeah.
I can relate with that feeling. I get it. I get it.
Same.
I know you do, warrior. I see you.
Thank you.
Keep doing what you're doing. Everybody keep doing what you're doing, and we're gonna change the world.
Oh yeah, we are. One connection at a time. That should be the next statement. One connection at a time.
Yes, it
That's
is.
right.
Seventh. Yes, it is. It is exactly that. He has the banding stuff. I do not. And he's who gave me that. He's who gave me the calves. So just need to get that taken care
You
of.
guys hear that?
A little bit. Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's literally right next. I have a skylight there. That's literally right next door to my window.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. And again, just like with the Catholic Church, I don't care. It doesn't bother me. It's just, does it have to be that loud? Okay, I can't deal with this. It's not broken.
Know what your channel name is. Is it between the?
My channel name is Between the Cracks.
And isn't there a special spelling on the?
Yeah. So if you do the at, it's at between THA cracks. So between the cracks.
Okay.
Or I should say between they cracks.
They crack.
They crack.
All
Yeah.
right.
And you'll get to see me talk about all kinds of fun and exciting stuff.
I don't know if that
There
is
it is.
clickable.
Thank you, Carol.
You're welcome. I don't know if that's a clickable link or not. I can't see from here, but
it's okay. All right. Wait, casting you guys to my TV for the. Oh my God! I must.
oh.
I don't want to be.
I watch YouTube on Roku all the time, even the lives. So I end up lurking on a lot of lives, but then I eventually have to get in on the conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, even when I do that though, I leave it on my TV and I just am in the chat on my phone.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna say good night to you guys. Have a good evening. We'll see you tomorrow.
Okay.
And then I'll try and get out for some actual fun tomorrow too. You know, get actually out.
Yeah.
So it'll be good.
I look forward. Oh God bless you. I look forward to the follow-up of that on Saturday.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
All right.
Good night.
Good night.
All my love. Bye.
Bye. And yes, seventh son, I have the little girl calf is just, she's not growing. She is new calf size. And the little boy calf is growing. And so we cannot have have a family made in this situation. So yeah, that's got to be taken care of. They're not in danger of being at that stage yet, but I just need to do it while he's still young enough to, yeah. Hopefully you get the picture. Anyway. Yes, indeed. Hello and good, and thank you everybody for being part of this today. It was a fun meeting, good one. We covered some serious subjects, but we still managed to keep it fun, and I like that. So thank you for being part of this community. You guys are rocking and rolling, and I love it. And hope to see you next meeting. And until then, peace, y'all.